Hello. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is fine, doing well, blessed, staying out of the way, being conscious, watching people, you know, watching yourself, watching your comings and your goings, and how you interact in this world, being positive, okay, staying away from the negative, keeping your thoughts and your actions righteous. Tonight, I wanted to talk about something. Why why do we why is there so much greed? And I'm not talking about, well, money is a lot of that too. um but why are people so, they just want more, like you have a mate, but that's not enough for you. You look for companionship, attention, and affection outside of your relationship. That's greed. That's greed. To me, that's greed. I've been in several relationships where not only the guy has done it, but I've also done it. I'm not even gonna lie, I've also done it. And speaking for myself, it had gotten to a point where I think it was more so I didn't have the guts to just say, look, I'm done with this, you know. So during the course of us dating and me getting tired and not really feeling you anymore, um, maybe meeting someone else, talking to them, and having a connection kind of with them, instead of me just walking away, just letting you know, look, this is not working for me. I'm playing both sides of the fence. And that's not good. That's not good, because what happens when you play both sides of the fence, right? It's a dangerous game that you're playing. First of all, let me tell you that. It's a dangerous game that you're playing. Because feelings develop. And depending on where you are in your relationship and how the other person, the other party in that relationship feels, that can go very, very, very bad very quickly. Um, you know, I guess at some point we don't really think about the other person that's involved. We only think about ourselves and our need. And our need supersedes everything and everyone. And that's not good. That's not good. Speaking for self, because I've been in the situation on both sides. I've been the other woman, and I've been the cheater. And, you know, speaking as the other woman, you tend to build this false hope, this, this whole fairy tale world around this affair with this married man. And everything he tells you about how bad things are there, all you can see is how good things will be with us, you know. And you build yourself up because you don't want to be making those same mistakes that the wife is making. And so you put it in your mind that one day, because he does tell you this, it's been said to me several times, I'm leaving, I'm tired of this, I'm leaving, so on and so forth, right? But they never leave. They never leave. So you spend precious time. You give valuable time from your life on this false hope, on this dream, on this fairy tale that this man is selling you about how one day it's going to be you and him. One day he going to leave, and he give you all the reasons why he's still there. Because of the kids, because of the finances, because of the things they have invested, because of the family, because of other people, because of her mental instabilities, all the reasons. And you buy into it. I bought into it. And I mean, they go so far as like they build whole lives around you. A whole life around you. A whole life. And it adds to the illusion, because that's in fact what it is. It adds to the illusion that there will someday be a chance for us. Because of all the things he do, all the time he invests in you, so on and so forth. Now, I don't understand, what got me to that point. Like I'm the child of a married woman and a married man that wasn't married to each other. So, now that I'm wiser, to say the least, I think about it. What made me think that this was going to be any different? Then you see how that thing turned out with your mom and your dad. We don't really look at patterns and signs like we should. We get caught up in our emotions and we get caught up in the moment. And it leads us down roads that we shouldn't be traveling down. That's a road that shouldn't be traveled. Ever. I mean, if he's going to leave, then, you leave. You get that divorce. And then we can talk about some things. Other than that, everything you're saying is just that. Words. It has no meaning. It has no meaning. And that's important that we recognize that and don't fall victim. Because the people who do it, draw them into their world, they know their circumstances. They know what it is. And that's why I call it greed. Because you know you're not leaving. You know that that's not your intention. But you'll play that game with me if I allow you to. We have to be smart. And it's not just men out here doing it. Like I said, I was on that side too. It's women too. That'll lead you on and have you believing, oh, it's this way and that way, and he do this and he do that, and I'm not happy, and so on and so forth, and pull you right on in. Pull you right on in. I've done it. I've done it. I mean, I wasn't married at the time that I did it, but I was in relationships, and yeah, I just wasn't happy in that relationship. So I set up a whole life outside the relationship and lived in it and was cool with it and didn't care. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Did not care. And most people who do it don't care. Don't think twice about their partner. Don't think twice about them. Because all we care about is our need and our want at the times that we need, at the times that we want. We don't care that we're hurting you. All we care about is that we're happy and we're fulfilled. That's what means the most to us, how we feel. And that's no good. That's no good. So we have to be mindful of that. We have to be mindful of that sin. You know, that one that we don't even look at as a sin. It is. It is. Bearing a false witness. Coming with the intent to deceive. You know. Why is it that we are so unhappy with what we have that we require more? We require more, more, and more, and more, and more, and more. Why? I don't understand that. Now, when I was in that state, I understood it fine. Because I wanted that's it. Because I wanted, and so yeah. But now that I'm not in that state, and being on the other end, being cheated on, you know, it shows you some things. When you have to experience things that you put other people through, it's an eye opener. It's an eye opener. Because I used to be one to do a lot of playing with people's feelings. I'm just going to be real with you. Just because I never took anyone serious, I didn't think anyone took me serious. So it's just like, whatever, okay, whatever. But then, you meet someone that you really want to be with, and they start playing with your feelings. And you get to know, oh, so well, all the damage that you did when you was out there playing with people and their feelings. We have to be happy with what we have. You made a choice, right? If and when, it ain't if, when I get a man, I made a choice. I chose you, right? Now I know he gonna come with some stuff. But because I made a choice, I have to stand by my decision. And in standing by my decision, I have to accept him, the good, bad, and the ugly. Now, as long as he not beating on me, lying, stealing, cheating, we cool. We can work some things out. I'm going to have to stand by you through it all. There's going to be some things that you do that I'm going to absolutely hate. It's going to disturb my soul. It's going to be some things that I do that you're going to hate that may disturb your soul. But we got to stick in there together. We got to find a way to stick in there together. We made a vow and a commitment, you know. We have a verbal agreement and understanding that I'm with you, you're with me, we're for each other. So there's two. We don't need three's company. That's too much. So we need to figure this thing out. And when we start having problems, we can't be inviting people into our situations. We can't be at work, talk about my work husband this, my work wife this. People do it. Right? This my work husband. Okay. Your work husband. Okay. So what perks do your work husband have? And do your real home husband know that you got a work husband? And how does that work with your work husband? I've never had one. You know. And your work wife. I've been a work wife. Well, I ain't been one. People just say, you my work wife. I'm like, okay. And I just laugh. It's like, whatever. Nothing changed. You just cool. And we just talk. And that's just it. You know. Ain't nothing outside of that. But some people take that thing to a whole nother level. To a whole nother level. And it's no good. It's no wonder that so many marriages fail. When you look back in the day at the marriages, I mean, people was married 50, 60, 70, 80 years. No bullshit. I just saw a couple the other day on the on Facebook. The husband, I believe it was 105, and the wife was 102 or something like that. It was something like that. Anyway, they was married for 80 years. Yeah, it's real. Longevity. You know. It's amazing. It's amazing. And we, now, modern day marriages can't last 2 years. Getting married and getting divorced. Because no one is taking marriage serious. Or you getting married and knowing you're not ready. You know, knowing you're not equipped with the things that it takes to be married. Getting married, 2 weeks into the marriage, you on the phone talking to people. You know, lying, covering it up. Then when you confronted about it, you lie. You know, say you ain't going to do it again, then do it again. Why? Why? I mean, if it's that serious and you really want this friend, then you should be able to be honest, open, and upfront with your wife. But let her know that, look, this is my friend from such and such and such, da-da-da. But because it's such a big secret, it leads you to wonder what's really going on. Right? You don't want, if in fact, this person that you've married, this person that you're with, that you have made intentions for, you don't want small things and people to come between what you're trying to build. So don't put them between what you're trying to build. Honesty is the best policy always. Always. If you're unhappy about something, because you know we're all different, right? And sometimes it's not right, but sometimes it happens the way I was when we first got together, sometimes we change. You know, we change. We tend to change. We tend to get a little comfortable and we change. Well, you got to go to your mate. You got to let your mate know, babe, look, this is this and that's that. And I'm trying to figure out why things different now. You know, you got to have balls and guts. You really do. So that you can express your dislikes. You know, if that's in fact what you want to save your relationship. Now, if that's not what you want, then just let things continue to be the way that they are. And you continue to play the game and allow her to do absolutely positively nothing, or allow him to do absolutely positively nothing. But in my opinion, it's a waste of both of y'all's time. So when you come together, make sure you're coming together for all the right reasons. Make sure you're coming together on the same level. Make sure that in your heart of hearts, you're ready for a commitment, and vice versa with her. She has to be ready. If she's not ready, you all are wasting your time. If you're not ready, you're wasting time. Now, I'm going to scream if another married man walk up to me and ask me, do I have a man? You're married. Why are you asking me about what my status is? And we clearly see that you're married. So why are you asking me about my status? Because you trying to figure out what's going on with me. When you need to be worrying about what's going on over there in your household with your wife. It's baffling to me. It really is. And I wish we would get this thing under control. You know. A bird in the hand, somebody told me this, a bird in the hand is worth more than two in the bush. That's because I used to play with his feelings all the time. And he was there for me. He was by my side. He was a rock. I swear he was. When I was going through some tough times, he was there. You know, his friendship, he never wavered. But then it got to be too much, you know, because the sister started flirting things and, flaunting things in front of his face and, you know, having little male friends, having them come over to the house, pick you up outside and shit. You know. Yeah. I used to be a piece of work back in the day. He wouldn't say nothing. He wouldn't say nothing. You know. And because he ain't say nothing, I thought I was doing some shit. Thought I was getting away with it. He wasn't getting away with nothing. Boy, that day came when he laid that shit out and he was like, I knew all the time. I knew all the time. And then he switched. It's like, I'm not going to sit here and keep on being your flunky. Because that's in fact what I thought he was. Like, it's like, whatever, I could do whatever. I can. Nope. He was just waiting. He was patient too. He was real patient. And when he laid it all out, I was sitting there looking stupid. And then it came a point in time where it's just like, you know what? He ain't care no more. He ain't care. He started doing him. And he didn't give a fuck whether I saw it or not. A bird in the hand is worth more than two in the bush. Don't be out here bullshitting. Because you see those two in the bush that's looking good. You better concentrate on that one you got right there. Concentrate on home. Try to fix what's going on there. If you can't fix it, that's one thing. Move on. But don't bring nobody else into the situation. Because that's just complicating things. And you tend to be playing with people's feelings out here. Oh boy, I remember this dude. I really liked him and everything. I was young. I didn't know. And he got to the point, where it's like, you don't respect me. You don't even try and be with me, whatever. Then I wanted to be with him, and he was like seeing other females and stuff. Boy, what? Sister was in her feelings. In her feelings. You do some wild stuff when you in your feelings. Let me tell you, I ain't going to get into the details of some things that I done in my feelings. But yeah. I can't be telling all my business. I keep some of it in the vault. But yeah, people get hurt. Almost hurt. So we got to get this thing right. Why are we so unhappy in our relationships? Why are we stopping? We get all comfortable. Now we don't want to continue with the things that we was doing to get the mate. We used to go out, do little stuff, party, You know your man. You know your man. You know your woman. If you got a man or a woman that like to go out and do things, why are you always stuck up in the house? And you leave them to have to go out alone. You're opening the door for something. If you got a mate that like to do certain activities and so on and so forth, why are you always declining? You leave room for things to happen. If you got mates that like to entertain and be in a family setting and so on and so forth, but every time family having something, you don't want to go around the family. You want to be disconnected. You're leaving room for something to happen. You're leaving room. You have to engage in the things that your partner is engaging in. Now, I get it. You don't want to be doing this stuff all the time. Okay. So y'all got to come up with some compromise. Look back, so on and so forth. But if you was doing it in the beginning, don't now all of a sudden you don't want to do it. No, you just tired of doing it. You knew what she was about. That's why you need to be studying your mate, the person that you're with. We got to start studying individuals and making good decisions on the people that we allow into our space. This person is like this. Am I going to be able to deal with this on long term? If not, then maybe that's not what you want. Because I think ultimately none of us get into a relationship or anything for short term. And anybody who gets in it, I'm pretty sure that you trying to see some longevity in it. So if you can't see it with that person and you don't like the things that they do and how they carry themselves and what they're about in life, then what's the use? What's the use? You wasting your time and theirs. And that's one thing you can't get back. You can get a lot of things. You can replace a lot of things. You can't replace time. Once you lose it, it's gone. Okay? So we need to be mindful of that. We need to be mindful of that. And we need to stop putting ourselves in situations. Stop putting ourselves in situations. Stop inviting people into our situation. Finding somebody else, bringing them into the situation ain't helping nothing. You still got the problem. You got to go home to it every night. So why not fix it? Why not fix it? Snap is real. It is. It's real. If you ain't strong, and some strong people snap. But you gotta know when your mind telling you to do some shit that you ain't supposed to be doing. Sometimes, hey, it's like ain't no rationalizing that shit. Them crimes of passion. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, it's some people in jail doing some real time. Because somebody done played with their feelings and their emotions. So we got to think about that. We got to be smart. We got to be smart. If you're not ready for marriage, don't get married. If you're not ready for a relationship, just keep it 100. I'm not looking for a relationship. I just want friends. And if both of y'all in agreement with that, then hey, carry on. But if you trying to friend somebody that's trying to relationship you, not going to work. Not going to work. Let's be mindful of that. Let's not be out here playing with people's feelings. Let's get off this greed. Okay? Want more than your share. Want this one, that one, and the other one. Plus your cake that's at home. No. No. Okay? I'm just thinking about it because somebody tried to hit on me that's clearly married. And I'm like, why? Why? Let's respect boundaries. Okay? I ain't going to say no more about that. Not right now, anyway. I'll have another session about this. Boundaries. Alright. I'm going to bed. Good night. MJK. Boundaries.